Well, the school is open, but normal lessons are not taking place this morning. It's open to pupils, teachers, parents as well, who want to come inside, show their respect. There are some people who've come to lay flowers. Just 20 meters behind me is where that French teacher, Dominique Bernard, was stabbed to death. The attacker then went inside the school building. Many children saw him. He was holding 2 knives and he injured 3 other people. I spoke to a mother recently who was here with her 2 sons. She said that one of her sons called her when she was at work saying, "There's a man with a knife, I can see blood everywhere." So she jumped in her car. She was 40 minutes away. She said it was the longest 40 minutes of her life trying to get to the school to find out if her child was safe. He is safe. No children were injured in this attack, but many have come here this morning, that same mother saying to me that they needed to come as a kind of grieving, almost therapeutic exercise, paying their respects and having a sort of desire of togetherness, being with other pupils and other teachers, other parents, talking about what happened and trying to move forward.
Meanwhile, have any developments come out of the investigation?
Well, we heard yesterday evening, on Friday evening, at the tribunal here in Arras, the national head of terrorism investigations, the prosecutor Jean-François Picard, he gave a press conference and he said the investigation was very much active, ongoing. We know there have been several arrests, including the younger brother of the attacker. He's been arrested too. He was outside another school institution here in the town of Arras. So clearly this is very much an ongoing investigation. That public prosecutor, Jean-François Picard, didn't give many details. We know that those who've been arrested will be in Levallois now, which is just outside Paris, which is where the anti-terrorist investigations take place. They are being questioned as we speak. So we are expecting, of course, more information to come out in the following days. But we also heard from the Interior Minister, Gérald Darmanin, yesterday speaking on French television, saying that there does seem to be a link between the situation in the Middle East and this attack here in Arras. But we'll have to wait and hear confirmation to find out exactly what that link is and how that happened.
Yeah, Arras, just a small town of about 40,000 people. What has the local mayor's response been?
Well, the local mayor was standing here about 20 minutes ago speaking to the press. He's now inside the school building speaking to teachers, pupils and parents. He's a centrist mayor here in Arras, and he really has a message of wanting to make sure that community relations don't fracture in his town. He says he's calling for dignity. He says he's also calling for dignity from lawmakers in the National Assembly and Parliament. He says he hopes that when they go back to work on Monday, they will have a dignified debate, there will be dialogue, and that this kind of attack here in this sleepy northern French town will not split communities apart. He says that clearly a firm response is needed in certain situations, but that doesn't mean that the community should break apart. He said his town is not used to seeing this kind of event. It's a town, and this has been echoed by everyone that I've spoken to since we arrived on Friday. Everyone just is a bit in disbelief because this is the kind of town where this doesn't happen. People tend to get on. Community relations are pretty good. So the mayor is really calling for that not to change.
All right, Claire, thank you very much. Claire Paccalin reporting from Arras in northeastern France.